how are you able to tell the difference between spirit beings and extraterrestrial beings when you're in that
Outside the
dimension?
body? Yes. So backtracking a little bit to try to answer properly this question, what happens outside the body is that, as I was saying before, your perceptions are more of an energetic nature. So all of us, because we all have different levels of knowledge, different levels of intention, different levels of sentiments, of processing emotions and everything, which makes us unique, all of us, of course. We add to our energies all of this information. So we add our knowledge, our intentions, all of this we add to our energies. And this is almost, this identifies us much more than our fingerprints or the iris of our eyes or things like this. So when you are outside the body, your astral body can feel or perceive this energetic information coming from each person and can recognize it very well. I sometimes say that outside the body, we can feel the energetic information coming from other people as easy as inside the body we can see each other's shapes and sizes. So if somebody sees me, they see this, man about 180 and about 5'11" in feet and inches, right? And with a mustache and with glasses and everything. And if they see somebody else that doesn't have glasses, for our eyes, it's very obvious that one has glasses and the other one doesn't. So outside the body, the astral body can perceive very well, that for example, that somebody is more ethical than somebody who is not ethical. Somebody who likes to contribute more to assistance from somebody who is trying to think only about themselves. So these differences are very obvious. I know that inside the body, this seems like an abstract thing. But outside the body, this is something that you can see as easy, again, as seeing our heights, for example. So when you're outside the body, a spirit, the energies of a spirit guide, are very different from the energies of an extraterrestrial person, or the energies, I should say, of a terrestrial being, of a being that has, in their last lives, have been born in this planet, are very different from the energies from somebody of another planet because they were conditioned to different habits, to different cultures, to different aspects. By the way, there, like I was saying, in both groups, there are all kinds of individuals. So both in terrestrial and extraterrestrial, there are spirit guides. Both in terrestrials and extraterrestrials, there are neutral people. Both in terrestrials and extraterrestrials, there are some people that, let me put it constructively, are trying to develop their ethics, and at this moment they are not the nicest of people. Yeah, so they're in development. Let me put it in that fashion. So, but you recognize them because of their energies, because of their content in their energies.
And apart from energy, is there also like an physical expression to them?
Yes, so there is. So this is why I was saying when I am outside my body, you will see me with glasses, you will see my appearance and everything. So if we both were to leave the body and you saw me, you would realize this is Louis. Great, and you would be right. But what happens outside the body, just to add this layer of complexity, is that outside the body, the appearance that we are presenting, we can change it. So I can change myself. Nothing that is that difficult, by the way. Almost anybody that gets a little bit of experience outside the body can do this. So I can be outside my body and I can transfigure myself to look, for example, like one of my sisters. So this woman that is shorter, smiles more than me, is prettier than me, certainly long hair and everything. Great. So if I were outside my body and I transfigured myself to look like my sister, and you left your body and you came and saw this image, you would realize that that is not my image. But you would also, because you are outside the body, and if you have awareness, you can read the energy as well. Upon seeing this woman, you would realize this is Louis. And it would be so clear to you, like right now it is clear to you that I wear glasses, because that body can perceive those differences.
Yeah. You can wear different costumes, kind of.
Exactly. It would be like here inside the body, I can transfigure myself in Halloween, to look like, I don't know, like a big bunny. But, it's still me. And we realize that it's a costume. So more or less along the same lines.
My next question for you is if you could share some of the basic techniques on how to have an out of body experience.
Yes, yes. I think that some of the basic ones probably start by the control of this biofield or energetic body or vital energies, chi, prana. Really, there are a lot of different techniques, for at least exercising them. But one of the ones that can help, to bring us sort of like to a different level, especially to help us to have out of body experiences, is this that is called we call it the vilo, which has it's an acronym for a very long technical name. VELO stands for Voluntary Energetic Longitudinal Oscillation. You don't have to memorize this. It's more than anything the technical name. But in essence, the what we do in this technique is either sitting or standing or lying down. The position, physical position, is less relevant. We're going to concentrate almost as if we were doing a meditation. Try to find a room where you're going to be undisturbed at the beginning, and then you're going to start to focus on the bioenergies, on the vital energies inside of you, and to run them inside of your body all the way down to your feet, and then from your feet to your head, and to your feet, and to your head. At the beginning, what happens as we're doing this is we start to feel small sensations of energy. For example, we feel a tingling in our palms, we feel some coldness in our shoulder or some warmth on our foot. But as we keep on doing this, and the trick here is not to imagine anything, but to try to feel this substance, this vital energies moving through all of our energetic channels up and down through our body. So we start to feel these few things, but little by little, after a few days, we start to control it better, we start to move the energy better, and we can accelerate this. And this type of activity, eventually, as we control it a little better, will put us in a state of vibration. It's called the vibrational state. And many people, when they have, probably many of the viewers, when they have had out of body experiences, they have described or they have felt in the middle of the night how they're woken up with these strange vibrations. And from these vibrations, they end up having an out of body experience. So the velo, this movement of up and down, moving the energy up and down, induces the vibrations that promote the out of body experience. So this would be I would say, one of the better techniques that there are, because it's more direct in the sense of, certainly there are techniques, and we teach techniques based on imagination, breathing, a lot of different aspects, and all of those are good as well. And for certain people, some of those are better. But this one of energies is so basic and so necessary, I would say, that sometimes it produces better results for people. We have a colleague of ours at the IAC, her name is Nancy Trivelato. She actually just came out with a book that is maybe about 400 or 500 pages, just to talk about that technique, the VIL, the vibrational state, because it's so basic, it's so good. Besides for out of body experiences, arriving at this vibratory condition, moving the energies up and down, helps people for good health, for energetic self defense, for thinking clearly, for improving concentration. So it has a lot of different benefits, almost like meditation or yoga, that have so many positive benefits.